The good news for today is that today's event really promises to be inspiring and hopeful because the Green Cities Action Program is all about improving the life of the millions of people who live in cities and their well-being. So let's hear from our first speaker, the Director General of FAO, Mr. Dongyu. So Mr. Chu, you grew up in China, starting in the rural countryside on a rice farm and then moving on to Beijing, one of the largest cities in the world. This rural to urban living is a global trend, and today over 55% of the population is actually living in cities. And by 2050, that number will be closer to 70%. So how can we build cities back better for a greener and more sustainable future? We're about to find out. That's why we're here today. So let's hear about FAO's vision for green cities and sustainability. And Mr. Chu, the Zoom room is yours.
Thank you, Lana. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends where are you from now, sitting well. So welcome to this virtual launch of the FAO Green Cities Initiative and its action plan. Green City plays a central role in our global efforts to transform agro-food systems, end hunger, and improve nutrition. Cities and local governments have also been very active in reducing the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on the health and food security of their citizens. And by contributing to the climate change mitigation, promoting sustainable resource management, cities are very essential in building back better. Numbers speaks a very clear language. By 2050, 68% of the world population will be living in the cities, with 90% of the increase occurring in Africa and Asia, which will lead to the great opportunity and also challenges. About 70% of our food supply is consumed by the urban dwellers, a number that is steadily on the rising. Many urban, peri-urban communities are exposed to food and nutrition insecurity combined with diet-related non-communicable disease as well as increased rates of overweight obesity. Today, cities consume almost 80% of total energy produced in the world and are responsible for 70% of global waste. Cities also account for about 70% of global energy-related greenhouse gas emissions. You can see that there is much to be done and that we needed to act now. That is why FAO is launching the Green City Initiative and Action Plan. Through this initiative, we will enhance our work with local and national authorities, city councils, mayors, and the private sectors, academic institutions, and international organizations. We will use these innovative solutions and jointly turn urbanization into an opportunity for cities to become more sustainable, more resilient, provide access to healthy food, and ensure a better life for everyone. We want to fully engage with the urban communities, especially with the women and the young people. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proposing concrete actions bring about large-scale transformative changes to improve food security, nutrition, and well-being of people in and around cities. We aim to kickstart a green city network where the cities from big to small exchange experience on best practices, on successes and lessons, and can also build city-to-city cooperation opportunities. Starting with 100 cities around the world, we hope to have 1,000 cities join this initiative by 2030. We need the active support to all the partners who recognize the role of the cities in realizing our common visions and agencies of the innovative, comprehensive, and coordinated actions. The Green Cities Initiative aims to galvanizing local governments, not just for sustainably produced healthy food, but also to contribute to the ecologically management of water resources, land sustainable use, and expansion of the green spaces, including urban forestry, in considering economic, social, and ecological gains comprehensively. In my previous role as a provincial leader in my country, I served there about 8 years. So my experience firsthand is how good able holistically development increase people's well-being and happiness. Because I was in Ningxia, it's mostly drought region in China, less than 200 millimeter water. Mr. Leon knows that. But we make it the green, not only city per area, and also most the poorest region. So it's really, the win-win solution. Ladies and gentlemen, for cities to become much greener, more resilient, and regenerative, we need to rethink the way of the urban and the peri-urban area, how to be designed and managed. With only 10 years left for achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, I just participated in the SDG moment. I saw the Mr. Leon there also, and Mr. Akil, and made a speech also. We need a fundamental change of mindset, remodeling our business approaches, a new way of thinking that leads to integrated and coordinated actions by all stakeholders, both vertically from national to local and horizontally across the institutions and the sectors. The initiative we are launching today is a product of this new way of thinking. I hope that you are inspired to join us and support it by your innovative way of implementation. Michelangelo, whose art resonates in many cities around the world, once said, the greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low, we reach it. I encourage you to jump in for picking apples rather than sitting on the ground for it. Let us aim high and do concrete together. Thank you. Over to you, Lana.
Thank you so much, Director General, for that call to be ambitious and for this vision for a win-win solution for cities and people.